Hi friends, welcome to Just Home Samayal. Today we will be seeing a festival sweet, Boondi Laddu. Normally we get Boondi Laddu from shops, but it can be easily done at home. The only thing is we have to follow some steps and tips which I tell it in this video. Before making this recipe, I would tell you to have a sort of ladle like this which has got a big handle, and the top is slightly deeper to hold some batter with some holes. This is actually a Boondi ladle. Okay, then we will start with the recipe now. I'm using 5 cups of Besan flour. This is store-bought Besan flour, so sieve it nicely before making it as a batter. Okay, 4 and the 5th one goes in now. Okay, that's it. So you can see the residues, so it's better to save it. Add just 2 to 3 pinches of salt and little bit of color. The salt is only to enhance the sweetness when we make the laddu, so make sure you add little salt. Add little by little water and make a thick dough without lumps, thick batter without lumps. Okay, once the batter is ready, then you can start adding the water, because when you add the whole water in the initial stage, you may end up with having some lumps in your batter. Okay, it should be slightly thinner than the bhaji batter. Use a normal spoon and mix it and have enough of water. I think the color is not enough, so I'm adding in little more color. This is yellow color I'm using it. This is the traditional color we have use it for laddu. If you want to have it in orange color also, you can use it, but I'm adding in the normal yellow color for this. Okay, seems the batter is in proper consistency, smooth. I'm adding in 3 to 4 tablespoons of oil to have a glaze when we do the bundi. Mix it and keep it aside for 15 minutes. This is step 1. Then add sugar in a bowl. I'm taking 4 cups of sugar for the sugar syrup. Take a deep and broad bowl for this. I'm adding in 4 cups of sugar. This will give you medium sweet for this sweet. Add 1 cup of water to 4 cups of sugar and mix it. Don't use more water, then it may take more time for us to prepare the sugar syrup. This is step 2. I'm keeping oil in a kadai. It should be enough of oil for frying the bundi, and in another stove I'm keeping for the sugar syrup. So the tips which you have to see is, like, when you put the bundi batter in the oil, use a small spoon, the back side of the spoon. It should pop up to the surface immediately. That is tip 1. The second one is, like, it should be in round shape. If it is have a tail to the round shape, that means your batter is thick. You have to add little more water. So in between, check the consistency of the sugar syrup also. It has to cook little more. Okay, now we will put bundi. See, as I told you, it has to pop up to the top of the surface immediately. I'm using the ladle which I told you at the starting of the video. So if it is slightly deeper only, it will hold the batter for some time, then it will drop little by little. So even the shape of the bundi is also round. As I told you before, if it is little a tail shape is there in the ball, it means your batter is thick. You have to add little water to it. Okay, don't cook it for a longer time. There is no need for this bundi to cook it for a longer time. It should not be crispy also. It should be soft so that it absorbs the sugar syrup easily. So that's it. So once you put it, within 2 minutes, you can drain out the oil and then take the bundi out. That's it. The color is also perfect. I'll show you one more lot how to make it. See, pour little by little And don't overcrowd the kadai also. Make sure you use a small cup, not the bigger cup, the small cup. 1 cup to the oil is enough. According to the oil, you can add little by little. It should have enough space for the bundi to fry, so don't overcrowd it. See, it has got, I have put little by little only. That's it. So just mix it for a minute or two. It will be cooked and it will be soft. If you keep it for a longer time, it will be crunchier. That will be like mixture. It should not to be in that consistency. When it is just cooked, that's enough. That's it. Take it out and do the remaining batter also in the same way, and keep all the bundis aside. See, this is the bundi. In between, check for the sugar syrup also. See, when you keep it in between your fingers, when you just get a single string consistency, it means the syrup is ready. This is when you have to add in cardamom powder. I have used around 15 cardamoms for this. Along with the sugar, I have powdered it. That's it. And for the cashew, to fry the cashew, I'm adding in little bit of ghee. Add cashews, chopped cashews to this. Fry it until it is evenly colored. Keep it in low flame. Now it is done. Okay, fry it until you get a golden brown color. By the end, you add kismis also, dry grapes. See, normally people will add cloves and other things, but we don't use it. And even in the batter they use soda, the baking soda also, but we don't use anything on that. I'm adding this cashew and dry grapes to the sugar syrup. So now the sugar syrup has got cashew powder, cardamom powder, cashew and dry grapes. Mix it once. That's it. This I have just taken out from the stove already. Now I am adding in the bundi, fried bundi into this. It should be very soft. It should not be very crispy for laddu. Crispy should be for the mixture and all those things. This should be soft bundi. Mix it well. This is only little bit I have added. I'm just putting the other batches by the time. Make sure you add this bundi when the syrup is hot itself. I'm adding some sugar, that we call it as Kalkandu. This will give another crunchy when you just bite a laddu. It's optional. So now everything is done. I have mashed it along with the sugar syrup and the bundi. If you just mash it nicely, you will have this sort of consistency. That's it. When it is warm itself, you have to hold the laddu. Okay, that's it. Take a handful of bundi and press it tightly and make a ball. That's it. So as I told you, when it is warm itself, you have to do it. That's it. So that's the reason my sister is also helping me. Take a handful of bundi and hold it tight to form a ball. See, the sugar syrup in proper consistency. That's the reason you can see the glaze on the laddu. Done. Okay, as I told you, is it not easy to make it? Try it. If you like this recipe, please like, share and subscribe to Just Home Samayal. Please follow the tips and steps which I told you, and let me know how it turned to you well. Thank you.